Hello friends, welcome back to Get Ready with America. My name is SJ and I'm getting you ready for the 2022 elections state by state. This video will be discussing Washington, where a couple more Republican House members who voted to impeach could be in trouble. My eye look will be inspired by the state marine mammal, the orca. Did you realize that Free Willy is set in Puget Sound? Or do you also not remember because you haven't watched that movie since the 90s? If you want to watch any other 2022 state preview videos, I'll have my Votemas playlist linked below, where you'll also find links to more info about the elections in Washington, as well as a list of everything I'm wearing on my face. Standard disclaimer, this video was filmed and posted in mid-January. I hope the vast majority of the information I'm sharing will still be relevant whenever you're watching this up to the state's primary date, but we haven't hit most candidate filing deadlines, so something in this video could be outdated at this point. Check the state government links in the description box for the most up-to-date information. Let's get into it. Democrat Patty Murray is running for a sixth term to the U.S. Senate. She's highly favored to win and only has one challenger so far, Republican Tiffany Smiley. Smiley has a really fascinating story as a veterans advocate, but one of her big issues is election integrity. And it looks like she's targeting Murray specifically on this issue, where Murray is working on legislation reforms that would create federal standards for election administration. Smiley is wholly opposed to all new voting legislation that has been introduced by Democrats. I'm kind of obsessed with Smiley as a candidate in this race, and maybe I'll do another video sometime on why. Washington has 10 House districts, 7 Democratic and 3 Republican. 2 of those 3 Republicans voted to impeach Trump after January 6th, so they aren't doing too well. In the 3rd district, Jamie Herrera Beutler, despite the impeachment vote, has endorsements from some key party leadership members, but she's slipping in the polls to Republican Joe Kent, who's endorsed by Trump. Additionally, Democrat Brent Henrick, seemingly a rando, is in the conversation, and I pretty much can only explain this by the fact that he got Mark Hamill to tweet him an endorsement. The internet is wild. The way Washington's primaries work is the top 2 system. All candidates are on the same primary ballot that every voter gets, and the top 2 vote getters, regardless of party, are on the ballot in November. This district leans red, and Herrera Beutler would probably be fine if Kent was her only serious competition, because she could probably beat him one-on-one. However, with Henrick making moves and there being 9 candidates on the ballot, she might not make it to the general. In the 4th district, Rep. Dan Newhouse is in a similar predicament. His main competitor, Republican Lauren Culp, ran against Jay Inslee in the last gubernatorial race, so he has statewide recognition helping his campaign. In the only polling I found, the candidate 1 percentage point behind Newhouse was the only Democrat in the race so far, farmer Doug White, who seems very delightful. So if he gains any more steam, Newhouse might be done in the primary as well. The 8th district has become a toss-up race, with Democrat Rep. Kim Schreier fending off other party challengers. Her primary challenger is Republican Reagan Dunn, a King County Council member whose mother represented the district. I have many feelings about that. In the only polling I see, Schreier gets the most votes in the primary spread, but loses one-on-one to Dunn, so that'll be a good one to keep an eye on. There's a special election to formally fill the Secretary of State seat after Kim Wyman left to join the Biden administration. Wyden is a Republican, and Democratic Governor Inslee filled the seat with a Democratic state senator, Steve Hobbs, who is running to finish out the term. Also running is Republican State Senator Keith Wagner, a Trump supporter who didn't say the election was stolen, but pushed that the system was not to be trusted. So, makes sense he would want to run the state's election system. Finally, Pierce County Auditor Julie Anderson is running as a nonpartisan candidate. She currently serves as a nonpartisan election administrator at the county level and wants to lead a push to make that more of a statewide thing. Half of the state Senate and the entire House are up, where Democrats have majorities in both that are likely to stay. Washington's primary date is August 2nd, though it is a vote-by-mail state, so that is more a ballot due date. The deadline to register, if you would like a ballot mailed to you, is July 25th, or you can register same day in person at a voting center. Those who are convicted of a felony can re-register once they have completed their incarceration, supervision, or parole sentence. Young citizens can pre-register at 16 through Washington's Future Voter Program, which, of course, I love. Ballots will be mailed out and voting centers will open on July 15th. And that's the look. Please be sure to check the description box for the playlist of all my Votemas videos, as well as links to learn more about voting in Washington. I'll be covering all 50 states and DC, so check the playlist or stay tuned to learn about your state. Please help the channel, the algorithm, and democracy by liking this video right down there and leaving a comment if you now want to join my trip to Washington to watch the orcas migrate. From there, we'll head to Alaska to see the Northern Lights. Subscribe to the channel so the next Votemas video shows up right in your feed. Thanks! I'll see you again soon.